Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of May 10th. This week, we are going to jump right in here, Virgo, and we are going to take a look at your current general energies in this first row. Really good card. In your next row, we're going to look at where you are the most lucky this week. And in your last row, we're going to do a mini version of the Move Mountains spread that I did last week or whenever that was. I don't really remember. And I will explain that at the end when we get there. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time, Virgo. Also, at the end, by the way, I will be pulling 3 yes or no question cards, and I will be putting those all together as well if you don't have 3 questions. Also, on top of everything, I feel like that was a million announcements. I am using the Tarot of the Mystical Moments, if you're wondering what deck I'm using. You start off with the Cow Spirit. This card says miracles are endless, so love it. Clearly, there are miracles coming in for you. This is a really good row. You have the King of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the Chariot, so definitely could be a victory that's coming in for you here at this time. So I like to see that. And this could be a victory in love, by the way. There could be a very kind of like solid connection coming in for you, I feel, with this energy. I do want to clarify this. You have the Badger Spirit. Yeah, I mean, that makes perfect sense. Be fearless, be bold. Literally, every single card you have in this first row is about being fearless and being bold. King of Wands, Queen of Wands, being bold, fearless, not giving up, being courageous. Queen of Wands is wholehearted energy as well. She gives something everything she's got, right? No matter what. So she puts her heart and soul into something. And the Chariot is about taking the lead, taking control, and making something happen. So whatever it is that you want to accomplish, I would just go for it this week here, Virgo. I feel like you will be very successful. I do feel there is love coming in here for you. I feel like it's this King of Wands person that is coming in for you. I feel like you are more the, if it wants to focus here, I feel like you are more the Queen of Wands energy in this reading. And again, it doesn't matter what gender you are. I feel like you are I feel like you are very seductive at this time with that Queen of Wands. I feel like you're attracting someone, this person, into your life. I would definitely say that's like new love that's coming in for you here, Virgo, a new person. Could be a fire sign. I also feel this person could be coming in from a distance as well. We go King of Wands to the Tower to the Five of Wands. You know, that is definitely kind of like saying that there is a person coming in, but it could be kind of like a challenge for you to be with this person or to get this person into your life. So to me, the challenge could be kind of like needing to move, needing to travel, pretty much any of that stuff going on here with the Chariot. For most of you, I feel this is saying you really need to kind of like take control of something that you desire to have in your life. Your readings are more like dream goal based, I would say, Virgo, and they have been for like a little bit of time. Like I see that for some of you, there's like one like big thing that you would love to accomplish in your life, and this reading is really saying like go for it, make it happen, because you have those 2 Wands cards there, Virgo. Yeah, you have the 4 Swords. It's like, again, dreaming. There is this stained glass window in the top of the 4 Swords there, if it's going to focus. And in that stained glass window, someone is receiving blessings on this card. And it really says that there are like blessings that are available to you or coming in for you. But, it's kind of like a dream at this time. And you have the 8 of Wands. Yeah, quick success. It's like the second you dive into something here, you will be successful. Again, be fearless, be bold. That's what this reading is really saying. And you have the Page of Wands, adventure. I'm getting a million things for you here, Virgo. For some of you, I feel you're hoping to go on an adventure, or you're hoping to like travel or move with the 8 of Wands, Chariot, and Page of Wands. Even the Tower is an energy of movement, travel, all those other things. So it wouldn't surprise me if like some of you were hoping to move, travel, go in a different direction in your life with this Page of Wands energy. For others, I feel that you're trying to kind of like create something here with the Page of Wands. I'm going to clarify it because I'm getting the word creation, but like what are you trying to create here? Your destiny. The Wheel of Fortune. Damn, Virgo. I love getting the Chariot with the Wheel of Fortune. To me, that's like extremely lucky, number one. There's a lot of luck involved there. But to me, the Wheel of Fortune is your destiny. The Chariot is you like taking control of your destiny. This whole first row is just saying be bold, be assertive, go towards your destiny because it is in your control at this time. If you're asking what your destiny is, well, it's to set yourself free from your current circumstances and to go on an adventure. You have the Five of Wands here. Five of Wands I used to call Indiana Jones because to me it's like a card of like going on some sort of crazy adventure to find some treasure in your life. So for some of you, this could be traveling, moving. This could be anything that's more hobby based as well. Five of Wands to me, it's called a conflict and competition, but there are other ways to read tarot. And even intuitively, I feel that some of you could be like thinking about starting a hobby-based business, or maybe you're just like wanting to work on a hobby or do something you enjoy in your life. And that's like the adventure you're going on here. And you're really removing yourself from like this very strong fixed energy is really what I'm getting from your reading. In the middle row here for where you are most lucky at this time, you have the Truth Be Told card. So I do feel like there could be, the truth will set you free is what this reading is saying, really. So I feel like revealing some sort of truth here, could be something that it makes you very lucky at this time. This truth does not have to be something scary, by the way, Virgo. You do have the Tower here, and I do feel like that could be some kind of scariness that's coming out here. It's like you're afraid to tell someone you're interested in them, right? Because you go Tower, Eight of Swords, the Page of Cups. I would just don't be afraid to open up here is what this is saying. This could also be the scary part of this for you, Virgo, is that it's like you're living your own inner truth. And I feel intuitively that the reason you're feeling stuck is because of other people with that Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords doesn't really represent other people, but going this direction right here, again, Wheel of Fortune, Page of Wands, Chariot, Eight of Swords, Five of Wands, other people. So I feel for some of you, it's kind of like you're afraid to live your truth because you're afraid of what other people will think, or you're afraid of judgment or things like that as well. I would release that fear. It's funny because if you watch like my old videos on my channel, I used to say all the time that, I used to tell a story. Even in some interviews, I used to say that, like, nobody in my life really knew what I was doing, reading tarot. I wasn't really afraid of judgment. It's just something that I just didn't reveal, right? And maybe I was secretly afraid of judgment or what people would think, right? And it's like literally over the last year, I just stopped caring and I just started telling people what I do. And guess what happened? My channel exploded, right? I get that feeling for you here, Virgo, where it's like there's an inner truth, something you want to. It's not like you're going to be revealing this inner truth. It's not like it's not going to be like this whole major thing, right? But it's like there's something that you're holding close to your chest with this Tower card here. I love this Tower, by the way. I think it looks amazing in this deck, the Tarot of the Mystical Moments, Virgo. But it's almost like you're holding something very close to your chest, that needs to be revealed, that needs to come out, because it will set you free. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is self-imposed restriction. Page of Cups, I'm just kidding. That wasn't that big of a deal. Like, those are the words that are popping into my head. So it's almost like once you reveal some sort of inner truth, once you do something that you truly want to do, I feel like you're going to find out that it just wasn't a big deal. It just wasn't this, this huge, you didn't need to have this huge worry. Again, this could be anything, but I'm getting some pretty intense stories here, Virgo. Like some of you, maybe you want to leave college and you're afraid of like what your parents will think if you start a business, or maybe you want to leave a relationship because of because of X, Y, and Z. But it's like, you're not living your truth. And here's the thing with the Tower. We have a choice. On the Tower, there's one person who's like diving headfirst out of the Tower. The other person is like going like this, right? They've been pushed out of the Tower. The Tower says we have a choice. If we're holding on to something and we know it's not right for us, we can choose to cause the Tower, and we can choose to start over and have something new, or we can choose to allow the universe to do it, which is not very comfortable and never good, right? And we can choose to be pushed out of the Tower. We can choose to have the collapse, right? So I feel in a lot of ways, this is saying you have a choice on the life that you live. You know that some part of your life isn't your truth, right? And this is saying you can choose to dive headfirst out of the Tower or not. And again, this is going to cause luck. This area of your reading is where you are most lucky. You are most lucky in the area of releasing something this week, is what I'd say to you, Virgo. Yeah, you have the Five Wands twice. Definitely conflicted. Not sure if you want to reveal something here. You have the High Priestess. You know you need to do it. High Priestess is a card of needing to trust your intuition. It's also a card of potential. This kind of has like Five of Cups vibes to me. And the Five of Cups can say you have a lot more to gain than you realize. It's like you could be thinking that revealing an inner truth is, or living your inner truth, you could be thinking that it's going to somehow limit you. But it's like you actually have a lot more to gain than you realize. Yeah, Two of Wands. I feel like you're going to do it. You always get these cards in your readings, Virgo, that really kind of represent taking a leap of faith or kind of like jumping towards something. So I would just go for it, Virgo. I wouldn't, no hesitation is what I feel like saying. And again, some of you, sometimes I think the word truth can be a little too like extreme, It's like, this might not be some sort of big reveal, right? This might be something small that you want to do, but it is your truth if you really think about it. So I would do it. In your last row here, we are going to look at how you can move mountains. I'll post the link to the full video that I did for you for the month of May about moving mountains. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to look at your head, your heart, and then mixing those two things together. One of my favorite people of all time, Greg Braden, says when your head and your heart become one, then you can move mountains. So head, heart, making them one, so you can move mountains. Again, mountains could be any wishes, goals, dreams, anything you want to manifest, or it could be obstacles you want to overcome. You have the Cobra Spirit here. I really feel that this card is saying that there's like something that has you in a trance. There's something that you see as the ultimate accomplishment in your life, and you can't get it off your mind, is what this card is saying to me here, Virgo. And so I feel like you need to move towards it. In your head, in the area of your head, you have the Five of Wands, thinking that something is going to be a conflict or thinking that there will be conflicts in whatever it is that you're trying to manifest here. So I feel like you're a little bit conflicted, and you could be fearing either the work that needs to be put in to accomplish something or to move a mountain in your life, or you're fearing kind of creating chaos. I also, again, kind of like I was saying earlier, I do feel that in your head, you could be a little bit too worried about what other people will think about whatever it is that you're doing here. In the area of your heart, it's kind of like the heart is I feel like in your heart, I feel like you're seeing the opposite side. The Hangman is a card of enlightenment, but it's also a card of seeing things or gaining a new perspective. So I do feel like your heart energy has gained a new perspective on whatever it is that you're very focused on. Look, this Page of Wands, he has this magnifying glass here, Virgo. It's like he is very focused on something. Like I said, I feel like you are very, very focused. Something kind of has it. I don't want this to sound as toxic as it is, that as it's about to, Virgo, but it's like something has a hold on you. I feel like something is really kind of has your attention, right? And this could be love, whatever mountain it is that you want to move. I feel like something really has your attention here. And putting those things together with the Page of Wands, the Page of Wands, I feel is saying curiosity. Again, I feel like you need to be curious. I feel like you need to be open to being curious as well. It's kind of weird because it's not really like your head and your heart becoming one with this Page of Wands energy, but it's almost like the Page of Wands energy is the thing that will bring your head and your heart together, which is being curious about something that you can't get off your mind, right? So it's like if you want to start a business, just start doing the research. Just start figuring it out. Just start taking the first steps. If you want to move, just start learning about wherever it is that you want to move to. Maybe you need to take a trip to where you want to move to. And just doing those things, I feel like will kind of like move the energy in the right direction here. Yeah, you have the Sun. Definitely something, you are becoming enlightened, like I said. With that Hangman energy, the Sun is enlightenment. It's also celebration, happiness, best card in the deck. So I feel like your head is kind of very focused on something that you want to accomplish. Temperance card, literally mixing two things together, right? Bringing things into balance. And you have the Hangman, enlightenment, again. So in a lot of ways, I kind of like feel that this last row is saying for you to move a mountain, for you to accomplish some sort of wish, goal, dream, whatever, that you need to kind of just learn about it. You just need to experience it, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish here. So for some of you, I feel like you just need to kind of get curious. Like if you want love, if that is the goal, the thing you want to achieve, I feel like putting yourself in the energy of love is what you need to do here. That will help you move the mountain. Like I feel like going on dates would be a good idea. Putting yourself in an environment where people are loved or are receiving love. Literally, just the Sun, literally, this is the thing that nobody knows about the Sun, is that the Sun represents like stepping into an energy as well. It could just say that putting yourself in like some, in the energy of people who are giving off love could be a good thing for you. So it's like, how the hell do you do that? Well, find people who are obsessed with something like a hobby, or go be around people who are in love. Pretty much anything like that would be a good idea. And that's what I would do with this energy. Definitely a really good reading. We are going to pull 3 yes or no question cards now, Virgo. We're going to do 1, 2, and 3 here, Virgo. So feel free to pause this reading if you need more time, but we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. Again, no life or death questions, please. I keep getting ridiculous responses to these 3 questions from people who are like, I asked if I should, jump off a bridge, and you said yes. Like, please. This is for entertainment purposes only. Do not take this seriously. I'm just a guy on the internet. There's your disclaimer. For question number 1, you have the 8 of Wands. I would say yes. So I feel like there's good news coming in for you with card number 1. I feel like there are good things coming in for you here. For question number 2, I would say yes, 6 of Wands. So yes, I feel like things are going to go very well for you. I'm also getting good news here on question number 2. And it's almost like the same question. For question number 3, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, amazing. So definitely a very positive new beginning. Putting it all together, I feel like there's a very successful new beginning coming in for you. Ace of Pentacles, you're accepting something that has potential. 6 of Wands, this is the right path for you. 8 of Wands, it's going to lead to quick success. It's almost like saying, if something is going to work in your life, it's just going to work very quickly. There will be no delays or obstacles. And that's kind of like the energy I'm getting here, is that if you're making any changes or thinking of doing anything in your life, like, I feel like if it's meant for you, it'll work very, very quickly. Like, again, there will be no delays. There will be no slow moving energy. I just think things will work. And that's what you need to realize here. But I love this reading for you, Virgo. Definitely very good for you. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. Also, feel free to like and subscribe. Really appreciate the support. But thank you, Virgo, and definitely enjoy your week.